Hey YouTube, I'm Blaze, and today I'm going to be counting down the top 20 skins we'd all like to see in Star Wars Battlefront 2. This will be my own personal preference, so if your opinions differ, please let me know in the comments below. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Jumping right into it, we're going to start with number 20, which is Hunting Bosk. So this is going to be Bosk, and obviously Bosk doesn't have any skins at the moment, and he would be quite short on skins anyway, so I wanted to include this. And Bosk is basically going to be wearing the regular transition hunting gear, maybe, throw some extra stuff in there, but basically that will add a bunch of variety and could look actually pretty cool. And I would put that at either a rare or an epic rarity, depending on the complexity of the skin. Then at number 19, I think we're going to go for Endor Luke. Han and Leia have got their Endor skins, so Luke should have his too, and I guess that will be an epic as the other two are epics too. Then at number 18, we'd have the Rebel Pilot Luke. Now, a lot of people would put this higher on the list, but I think the orange is honestly a bit much, and it doesn't really fit in with Luke's kind of playstyle, although the blue lightsaber would be cool, and I would say this would definitely be an epic skin, but we've also got some much better Luke skins to come. Then at number 17, we've got the First Order Officer skin for Finn, which would probably also be a rare or an epic. And the reason this is so low on the list is that we've already seen the First Order outfit on other people. It would just be for Finn, and it could potentially be a bit confusing as well. And now we've got 4 skins for older characters, so just older versions, which aren't necessarily that cool, but they are pretty good. The downside is they're from the sequel era, and we're going to start off with number 16, which would be Old Han, number 15, Old Lando, number 14, Old Luke, which I think looks a bit better than most of them, and Old Leia, obviously giving our respect to Carrie Fisher because she is awesome, and putting her the highest of the old skins. At the number 12 place, we have another skin for Bosk, and this is going to be his prison outfit, so in that bright orange overall. And I know I've said that the bright orange can be a bit bright and stand out in the Battlefront, however, Bosk is already bright yellow, so this does actually go quite well, and it would certainly give a lot of variety, and I think this would definitely be an epic skin. And then at number 11, we have Battle Damaged Phasma. So this is going to be Phasma with one eye cut out just before she dies in The Last Jedi. And I know it's Phasma, but to be fair, that chrome armor being all sooted up could look pretty cool, and this is pretty much the only skin she's going to get anyway, and I would give this a rare appearance, just like Grievous's battle damaged appearance. And then at number 10, we have Bespin Luke. Now, I think Luke's appearance when he was on Bespin is one of his best. It does look very cool, and I would actually give this probably an epic rarity, actually, as this does change his look quite a bit, and it does also give him that blue lightsaber. And then at number 9, we have Ben Kenobi. So this is kind of like old Obi-Wan Kenobi, and this is obviously a very iconic look. It'd be very cool. I'm not sure whether the hood would be up or not, but I do think it's certainly a very iconic appearance, and that's why it's at number 9. And we are getting into quite tough choices here, so I had to be really ruthless in deciding this, as we've got at number 8, General Skywalker. So this is going to be Anakin Skywalker's armored uniform, and I do think those armored uniforms look really cool. Kenobi's looks really good, and I think Skywalker's would look awesome as well. And then at number 7, we're going to have Luke's training skin. So when he's training, now he could have Yoda on his back or not. If he did have Yoda, it would be a legendary. However, you might come in issues if Luke and Yoda are on the same team, and then you've got 2 Yodas. That'd be weird. So just for the sake of this video, let's say he's got a backpack on. I still think it would be a really cool skin because it's very different, but it's not up in your face like the orange jumpsuit is. As a result, I would give this an epic rarity. And then at number 6, we have a more wacky skin, but one I'd definitely like to see, and this is Recovery Finn. So this is from The Last Jedi, again, when Finn wakes up and he's got all those, tubes on him, and it just looks hilarious. And I'd love to see Finn running around the Battlefront like that. Definitely his best skin. And then at number 5, we have Battle Damaged Boba. Now, this is probably going to be Boba's only skin, and this would be very cool. I mean, you could have half his helmet blown off even, or stuff like that. And particularly as Boba's such an iconic character, you could really do stuff there, maybe have his jetpack sparking sparks and stuff like that. Obviously, the rarity is incredibly variable here, and just so you know, if I don't mention the rarity, I'm not really sure on it, or it should be pretty obvious because there are other skins like it. And then at number 4, we have the young Palpatine. So this could be when he's been scarred already by a Mace Windu reflecting the lightning back into his face, or it could be before he's scarred when he's actually, we see him in the Phantom Menace talking to Amidala, etc. But either way, those red robes look really cool, and certainly a very cool skin for Palpatine. He doesn't have any at the moment. There's a real shortage of skins in Battlefront 2, so this would be great to see, and I would probably give this an epic rarity. Now at number 3 is skin I think everyone agrees would make up for Chewie's wounded appearance, and this is C-3PO Chewie. So this skin would have a broken up C-3PO on the back of Chewie, like we see when they will go to Bespin in episode 5, and this would be a legendary, as you could have C-3PO throwing in some voice lines here and there, and that would be great. C-3PO isn't already in the game, this wouldn't cause any issues like the Training Luke skin would, and this would be a great skin to see. And then at the second place we have Robotic Legs Maul. Now this would be an amazing skin to see. It would be even better if you could throw in a few extra animations and make this a legendary, with Maul being able to hit people with his feet whilst during his animations, and this would just put a whole new look on Maul. He doesn't have any skins, he's got so much potential though, so I'd love to see this in Battlefront 2. And then at the first spot, a skin which I just put straight on the top spot immediately. Maybe I was wrong, but I think it's Battle Damage Vader with a different voice, because his respirator's slightly broken, and a legendary again, you could have his cape burning, and that just looks pure awesome, especially on the Death Star 2. Just walking through those troopers whilst basically on fire would be awesome to see. And before we end, there are 3 honourable mentions for skins which weren't included for various reasons. Firstly, Prototype Boba, because it's not strictly canon. Boba was only really screen tested in all white, and other than that, I don't think it really fits with Boba's character or in the game, so that's why that wasn't included. Then we have Stormtrooper Finn, not included because it could be confusing. And lastly, we have Hooded Maul, which wasn't included because, well, it's just a hood no matter how cool the skin is. Anyway, I think that's going to round up that video. Hope you enjoyed. Like if you did, subscribe for more content like this. Bye.